Good day, everyone. It's Sniper Stocks FX. We're back at it again, and hopefully you had a great week ahead. No, hopefully you enjoyed your week, and that you made some profits, of course, on your trading plan that you had for the week, and hopefully things went your way. And if it did not, like myself, well, we're gonna try next week. Yeah, we 2026, we are not giving up. It's all about us doing our best and our best and our best all the time. So today I don't really have a lot of time just to jump into a lot of things, but what I can say is the this week overall trading, and in terms of my bias for the week, we're not that bad. We're not that bad at all. And why do I say that? Because sometimes if you did good on one thing, that's really good. And if some failed, they failed. There's nothing I can do about that. And hopefully, as time goes, I'll be able to master this thing. So I'm still planning on making a review. Okay, well, to go through over my analysis, just to rewatch my videos as well, so that I can grow and just figure out what went wrong, why did I get it wrong, and stuff like that. The point is not to be right all the time. The point is to improve as a technical science analyst. So in terms of the markets, so as you can see my screen now, let's just check how the week went. Starting off with V50 or volatility 51S index. So initially with the volatility 51S index, my bias was, or for the week was, I expected bullishness. And you can go back and check my previous video when I did the review plus analysis. Yeah, I just said it bluntly there that I am bullish for volatility 51S index. And as you can see right now, today is the last day, which is Saturday. Today is the last day. It's gonna close anytime in the next few hours. So as you can see, price just went above just the previous week's high, as you can see here, and just a bit, and it just went lower, and it didn't even go below this high here. So it was just an inside week trading candle. So hopefully next week or tomorrow, which is the one that's starting tomorrow, it's going to be explosive either into here or just being explosive to the downside, just below this low or this lows down here. Remember the fair value gap that I spoke about on the first video. So maybe let me just note that as well, so that we can let me see if I can be able to get this. Alright, I can't really click on the, you see here, because I'm using snip tool to record my videos, and maybe you can sort of suggest videos, not videos, but tools that I can use to record my videos with. Because now I want to select the rectangle box to highlight my thing here, my buy side, sell side, fair value gap, which I can't, but it's essentially it's this high and this low here. So price might explode towards this fair value gap before maybe trying to attempt to come to this fair value gap, sell side by side liquidity, you see. So it's lacking the buy side run. So however, where it stands right now, it can still completely open and run into the fair value gap and then come lower or trade lower, or it can just completely run lower to the fair value gap or just below this low and then push up higher. So if I were to say currently as it stands, yeah, I would say it's gonna be bearish. Why now am I bearish for next week? It's because now check, this high was violated by this highs week, the current trading week, right? Just by a bit. But now check, this high was traded above, which we went above it here, and then also went above this high here. So now we have taken buy side liquidity. So price will want to move lower, maybe it's below this low and this low is here, and then before trading up higher. So that's the only reason that makes me say for next week, which is temporarily, I'm bearish. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Reason why all of a sudden now I'm bearish is because we went above this high. Now just looking at how we traded in the current market structure, we went above this high and this high here and this high here. So now we have taken buy side liquidity. So the next liquidity will be this low here and this low, depending where we close of the week. So it's gonna be this low plus this lows here, and hopefully if it can be energetic, it can come to this fair value gap, and then I can look to see if it wants to move higher or continue lower. But for next week, I'm bearish for volatility 51S because it totally went the opposite direction to what I analyzed last week. And then checking it how things are moving right now, we are temporarily for next week bearish. And whether it trades in my bias or not, I don't really care. It's me learning as a technical science analyst. Alright, let me head over now to volatility 75. Well, this one did something I did not expect, because now it surprised me because it left these two highs as they are plus this fair value gap. So I was hoping that, or I was analyzing that it should at least come above these highs and then can move lower. That was my analysis. So which is why the entire week for V75 I was bullish. Let's see. But now it just said, nah, we're just gonna go high bid and just collapse lower. So as things stands right now, it seems like we will go below this low. So let me just check something quickly as well, if there's something that I need to understand this side. Okay, as you can see, we have this low here. So but how I see things now is okay, I would like to see price go below this low and then attempt to push higher into the fair value gap. So in short, what am I saying? So that in the future it can be able to have an energetic run below this low, below the low that's going to be formed here, and this low down here into this fair value gap. And then ultimately, if it wants to move beyond that, move to the monthly level down here. So let me just zoom in back. So what am I saying? What's my bias for next week? My bias for next week is bullish. So trade below this low and then push higher, start to push higher towards the fair value gap. So I'm bullish. Just come below this low and then for the entire week progress to the fair value gap. But whether it goes in my direction or not, I don't really care, and I'm just developing technical science analysis or analyst. Alright, so as I said, this one was going to be a quick one because I have a couple of things that I need to get out of the way in preparation for next week. Yeah, and these days I'm hardly on the charts, so I'm only able to monitor the charts at the end of the day. So maybe around 5-6 SA time, and then yeah, mostly on weekends I'm able to have time to look at a chart. Because there's some projects that I'm still busy with outside the trading scope. So as soon as those projects settle down, I'll be able to monitor the charts daily. That is why at the moment I'm still focusing on the weekly direction. So as soon as time allows, I'll be able to head into the daily direction or daily bias. Yeah, and who knows, I'll also be able to cover how I analyze the 15 minutes, the 4 hour, the 1 minute charts and stuff like that. You see, so yeah, hope you find this one insightful, and please be responsible in your trading. Always use proper risk management. Remember, this is not a trade advice. It's just me doing my analysis for the week. Even I myself, I'm not participating at the moment because of I still have other projects that are running on deadlines, and what I can say is these things repeat every day, so it's not like I'm really missing out. You see, yeah. As soon as those projects are up and running and they're able to run on their own, then I'll be able to come back and hopefully play some trades that I can record live and be able to share with you guys, whether they are losses or whether they are profits. Yeah, or wins. Alright, so in short, what am I saying? I'm bullish for volatility 75 index, and I am bearish for volatility 51S. Hope you have a great week ahead in your trading and in your analysis, and as a growing person in the trading space, hopefully you reach your goal as well, as much as I'm striving and working towards to reach my goal as a technical science analyst in the markets. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen. Now you can let me head over and do a quick review on how USDT went to my targets and kept my bullish bias true. So yeah, that's it. USDT proved me correct, or proved my analysis correctly. So stay tuned on the next episode that I'll be uploading just shortly after this one, so that you can see for yourself. And if you don't believe me, you can check my previous video where I did my USDT analysis and Nasdaq analysis, so that you can see for yourselves that everything was in place. If it's said that if we don't give up, there's nothing that can overpower us. Instead, we are growing, and when we are growing, that's when the odds of success are in our favor. Hopefully, I'll be able to live up to those words and possibly realize them in real life throughout 2026, and hopefully you can do the same as well, or you most likely are doing that right now, which I'll be grateful for you and be happy with you if that's the case for you. Alright then, let's head over to USDT on part 2.